Hello, welcome to the Reloading Podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network, presented by ForPatriots.com and Patriot Patch Company. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Yeah, there it is.
Good.
Okay, anyway, that's enough of that crap. Yuck it up there, Chuckles. Yuck it up there, Chuckles. This is the move crap from spot A to spot B to spot C so I can set up other equipment. Game. I'm becoming very good at it.
So everybody had a good 4th of July weekend? Huh?
Yes,
Independence
indeed.
Day?
Happy Independence Day.
I had extended family reunion, so it was a long week.
Sucker. How'd that go for you?
It was the usual. Whose child are you? Oh, I'm surprised you actually came. Me being the asshole that you guys have trained me to be. With the snarky replies.
What are you blaming us for? You didn't need any encouragement to be so wild, nasty, rotten, and wicked.
Yes, I do.
I have trained you well, my Padawan.
Oh, I was innocent and nice and friendly.
And
I started
naive.
hanging out with you guys. Oh, I'm still that. I'm still that until I learn better.
So I have to cry. Because
You're on your last one.
well, I should have had 12 more, but my wife gave 12 to my other kid that didn't respond that said he wanted any. So yeah, this is my last one. So anybody coming from Illinois to the Madison area, if you want to pick me up a 12-pack, because they now sell it in Illinois, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll pay for it.
Is that the spiked Mountain Dew?
Oh yeah.
They don't sell that up there by you?
No, they wouldn't have enough to. You weren't here when we covered that a couple weeks ago. They wouldn't have enough to cover the state of Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was dental surgery week. That was a rough week.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What's this with no coffee?
I don't recall if I had shared that online, but I'm having reconstructive dental work because my jaw and teeth were ruined from my cancer and multiple radiation treatments and genetics. And so they wanted to save veneers, and I'm looking and I'm like, no, can just yank them and give me permanent implants. Whatever it was. And
Sure.
they were like, really? And they were like, well, while we're in there, I'm like, Ron J, go for it. So this is the first week where I've been able to
So no
talk.
coffee, huh?
No hot coffee
No hot
for a
coffee.
while.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no hot coffee. I refuse to take the codeine, so I got to do things to keep the swelling down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I don't like hallucinating or feeling high.
Nothing wrong with that.
So in a few weeks here, I'll probably have to be MIA again because that'll be the next extensive one. Bone graft and all that stuff.
Ooh, not fun. Not fun.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to be just new teeth. Who this? Just smiling for no reason.
So are you getting like the implants or?
Yes, my front teeth will be implants. They are dried out from the inside out, so they're chipping away. And which is funny, I had veneers on those, and I was like, just take them, please.
Yeah.
So, and then I have to get a bone graft because I have an overbite. So they figured while they're in there, they're going to shift my jaw with retainers. So it all sounds bad, but honestly, I kind of feel like a masochist because I was kind of disappointed there was no surgery this past weekend because I'm Like, I'm looking
God.
forward to it, and I was like, oh, no surgery means 2 weeks of waiting. So, yeah.
Okay.
And as Tom Petty said, the waiting is the hardest part.
Yeah, so dental work has changed in the last 20 years. It's I've actually fallen asleep while guys had one leg up on the chair yanking a wisdom tooth out.
Right?
Yeah, so or
Okay.
either I got a really good dentist, one of the two.
There you go. Herschel. He wants to know, get a Sheridan 223 chamber gauge or a JP gauge.
How about both?
Well, is that a
Spend the guy's money.
yeah, really? I mean, is that a where you insert the shell into it? It don't matter because it's all going to be cut to Sammy specs. Or is this a gauge you put inside the gun and you check to see if the headspace is right? If it's a chamber gauge, like I'm thinking, where you inspect each round, either one. Hell, Lyman makes them. Dylan makes them. I don't think there's quite a few people that make the gauges, case gauges like that. So whatever you're thinking, yeah, it'll work.
Well, that got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, Jim, what you been up to?
Not a heck of a lot. Been out of the country and been sick.
Did you get sick while out of the country?
No, I think I brought it back. I think I brought it back with me.
Montezuma's Revenge?
No, head cold, chest congestion, that sort of thing.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
A couple days, I didn't think I was going to get up out of bed. But that's another story.
Why would you want to get up out of bed, right?
Right. Especially the way I felt. But I survived.
Nick, how about you?
Well, I was on vacation, went down to South Carolina for a week, enjoyed that. Got sunburnt, had just a head cold. Picked up probably 300 pieces of brass, a lot of 7mm Mauser, 6.5 Jap, 6.5 Carcano. There was a couple other ones there, I can't remember. And then, if you can see, I'm packing.
Oh, that's
So,
why we got boxes back there. Tote.
Yep. I am closing on the house tomorrow.
All I need to know is when is mom and dad coming up so I can come visit them.
They're coming over tomorrow.
So, they're going to be here this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I need to see them before they leave.
Well, I might be swinging in Saturday into the shop.
I won't be there.
Oh, well, I got to go buy some stuff from the swap meet or the garage sale or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a garage sale. It's definitely worth going.
There's a couple boxes of the ammo that I saw on the Facebook page. I'm like, okay, that's got my name on it. That's got my name on it. And so, but.
Swap meet.
Garage sale.
Garage sale.
Garage sale. What?
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a normal ongoing thing or like a once in a while thing?
I think this is the first time they've ever done something like this at the Olathe Gun Shop.
Someone I've ever known of.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop in there and take a look once I leave the dentist. Maybe. Depends on how I feel. But seems to be the Chatterbox in KC.
But yeah, I got to move it. I got buddies coming over at 10 to help me move stuff in the house. So it's going to be, I'm going to be there like right at open, or I'll just go Saturday afternoon.
You'll want to go at open.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
All right. Running with scissors. A squib. How to remove them.
It's an idea he has for a podcast.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Well, if
It's not something that would take up a whole podcast. It's actually
No.
pretty simple.
yeah.
You're like
Brass rod.
10 minutes. Yeah, brass rod.
Brass rod, hammer.
And are they back in stock? Because they were out of stock for the longest.
Which one, the hammer or the brass rod?
The brass rod.
Yeah,
Go
you
to Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards. Get a
Yeah.
hammer.
I know at the time when I was looking for one, it was like, fudge. Of course, it was doing the plague. So
I look at it the same way as slugging a barrel almost.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
basically the same but reverse.
Yep.
Yeah, there's nothing to it. You just need a good, a nice hammer. Don't get
Mhm.
yourself,
Dead blows work best.
Yeah, and just a little hint: Kroll oil, a couple drops in the barrel, and let it sit for a little bit helps too, because that oil creeps and gets around and makes things move a little easier. If you when I used to shoot IPSC, it was part of your required kit to have a
Brass rod.
brass rod to remove squibs, because it happens.
And you always, if at all possible, you want to go chamber to muzzle, not muzzle to chamber.
Right.
So, obviously, there are certain circumstances like what he had with the revolver.
Yeah.
Muzzle to chamber to muzzle's not really an option.
Yeah.
So.
A couple wraps of electrical tape help to protect the
Crown.
The crown. We with semi-automatic pistols, we did it the wrong way. We knocked it out, but from the muzzle end. If you're in a rifle, you got a real problem, son.
Rifle, personally, it's going to depend on how far down the barrel it is.
Right.
If it's a bolt action, you can pull the bolt.
Yeah.
But if it's 2 inches from the chamber and you've got a 24-inch barrel, you don't want to be pounding that thing 20 inches.
Right.
Make the smarter choice. Most of your pistols, it's not that far. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You want to lessen your chances of damaging the crown. Now, obviously, with a rifle, electrical tape again around the brass rod. And what a lot of people will do is they'll basically electrical tape the whole entire rod. You get a rod that's slightly smaller than the barrel, and then you electrical tape the whole thing, so the electrical tape is touching.
Right. A Dewey rod will work too, because it's coated.
Is it strong enough?
It's steel.
Okay.
It's steel. And do not use one that has a female end on it. Use only one that's got a male end on it. Otherwise, you will
ruin it.
Not only that, but you will expand it into the bore.
Yep.
Okay. So you get a male ended rod, and you will thank yourself.
Running with Scissors said he used a wood dowel. He says remove the cylinder and yoke if you know how. Cylinder at the bare minimum, or at least open. Now, if you got like a Vaquero or a single 6 or a single action army, you better be popping that cylinder out. And usually it's pretty easy. Usually it's just you pull a pin and the cylinder falls out through the loading gate.
Push a button, pull a pin, that's it.
I would show you, but YouTube frowns on live firearms on live, which is why I can't do a demonstration of my any of my Manus X stuff during the podcast, because YouTube's a bunch of
grease gun. Yes, you can use a grease gun if you have somebody that can make up a fitting for your barrel, and you have a threaded barrel. You can have a half-inch 28 and put a grease plug, a grease plug in the end of it, and you can, because a grease gun will put out 5 to 10,000 pounds psi, and it will usually move the bullet. Um,
That's a lot of grease wasted, though.
yeah, boy, is it messy.
Yeah.
Especially when it pops. Okay,
Oh,
you got to remember that's
All that.
10,000 psi going. Yeah.
Yay! Bearing grease fountain.
But it will work.
No
If
thanks.
you have an AR, it will not work. Reason why it won't work is because you have two gas, a gas porthole
Port.
in there, and it will just lock it up.
Yeah, no.
So
Firing another round is never, and I repeat, never
and do not think
the
that
answer.
do not think you can put
A blank.
a blank in there or another charge behind it and shoot it. It doesn't
Because you
work.
have a barrel obstruction currently. There's no guarantee that the pressure that you put behind that bullet will actually move the bullet versus just building up behind the bullet. What happens when you have a barrel obstruction and the pressure doesn't have anywhere to go?
Yeah.
Kaboom.
Well, not only that, but if you push it with nothing in there on it, and that case doesn't seal, but the bullet does seal and gives it enough, you can also have all that gas come back in your face.
Yep. Weird, my chair's rubbing on something. Anyway. So. Who's got the ringy dingy phone?
That's me.
Not me.
That's me back over there.
Oh, dab nabbit.
Yeah, that's actually something I don't have in my gears, a brass one, so I'll definitely be adding that to my list.
And you may want to get a couple depending on what you shoot.
Yeah, there's a lot of little random things, a little small random things I don't have that you just don't think about because they're out of sight, out of mind.
So I have a wooden dowel. I haven't gotten a brass rod yet. Even though I should have one because I've had a squib in my 40.
I have one for my pistol shooting bag, and I always go to the range with a couple of cleaning rods. So that's just habit. I mean,
Yep.
And I have had squibs and handguns. So
Yep. Herschel said I've never tried it, but you might be able to burp it with an air compressor blowgun. I don't think you're going to generate enough pressure to do it. It's a nice thought, though.
Yeah, 135, 200 psi, maybe.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, and for those of you who are, if you're shooting cast lead and you think that it's a good idea, heat the barrel up and just melt the bullet. No.
No, God, no. Hell, leading's bad enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, what happens when you try and do that to the barrel?
Oh.
You unheat.
You end up buying a new one.
Yeah, that's
correct.
Yeah, but if you do that to a nice, a Smith and Wesson or a Colt Python or something like that, you're not, you're not accomplishing anything except looking for a new blue gun, bluing job on the gun. if at all. So revolvers are even worse.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, I just wanted to
I don't
throw
know.
it out there when we were talking about that. So
I don't know. If you kept the temperature down 800 degrees, would that remove the temper on the steel?
I think tempering this color changes started about 600 degrees. I think.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure as far as what what the barrel is hardened to.
Hey,
So
Paul, hold on one second. Let's ask the gallery. Guys, you out there, there's people out there know more about this than I do. When it comes to tempering, what temperature does it start to change color on white steel when you're trying to temper something?
to reduce the brittleness, the material is tempered usually by heating it to 347 to 662 degrees for 2 hours. That's knife steel.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I'm just not sure about what hardness. I know some barrels are done in the
In
about
general, steel begins to lose its temperature at temperatures above 600 degrees.
okay.
However, some high-speed steels can retain their temper up to 900. So, in order to melt lead, you need to have it.
Yeah.
If you want it liquefied, you have to have it at 760 degrees.
Okay.
High enough to ruin the steel.
Correct. So, Jen Champ Jr. wants to know: can you drill it out on a short barrel?
No, God no.
Um,
You theoretically yes, but Mike, the thing is, that drill bit's going to wander into the softest part it can. The lead, yes, of course. But the point is, it's still going to scratch the walls of the steel of the barrel.
so theoretically, if you had a lathe or a drill press where you could lock it down and you could have a drill bit small enough um, to drill out the center of the bullet and leave enough material to reduce the pressure, but not large enough so it could theoretically come in contact with the walls of the rifling when it flexes. Notice I didn't say if it flexes, I say when it flexes. Then theoretically, it is entirely possible. Unless you're a machinist with a complete machine shop at home, is it practical? Hell no.
Agreed. Jen Champ Trooper's got an idea that would help your idea, Mike, and that would be put a bushing down in the barrel where near the obstruction to help guide the small drill bit, because small drill bits flex like a dog's hind leg.
Oh yeah. Excuse me. Could you do it practically enough to relieve enough pressure that to get it out? No, because you're still going to have to drive it out. The only thing you're doing is removing some of the material in the inside to theoretically make driving it out easier. And then you've just wasted all that time when you could have just grabbed the brass rod and the dead blow hammer and been done. So, I mean, if you like to play around and you've got the tools, whatever. You do you, boo boo.
I'd also be careful as far as to check to see if you've got a bulge in the barrel at that time too. That would be a situation where
From drilling it.
No, prior to drilling it, to check to see if there's a bulge from your trying to remove it with a hammer or anything else like that. You could bulge it,
Mm-hmm.
That's why I recommend the Kroll to go in.
Yeah, you definitely want to lube it up.
Yeah. From experience in a Uzi barrel, a squib will cause a bulge in the barrel.
Yep.
But those barrels are also really thin.
Oh yeah, but it doesn't matter. You know, you're just you're SOL.
Mhm.
You know,
Now, on my Ruger SR40, it did not bulge the barrel, but I was also shooting cast lead.
Also got a heavier barrel
Hmm.
than
Yeah, it's
what you're talking about, the Uzi.
yeah, the Uzi is not a very thick barrel. The Uzi is
no.
a very
The Uzi's probably half the thickness of your standard carry pistol barrel.
right.
Just thick enough to do the job.
And even threaded, it you know, for a suppressor, it's still yeah. So um,
Uh,
Mac 10s will do the same thing.
yeah, dirty little guns.
Yes.
I think Bama Dad. I don't know if you can blame that on the keyboard because you spelled it wrong twice.
Cooper and
Coper.
Coper, and getting closer there.
Yeah.
Need a new keyboard. Okay, we'll take up a fundraiser for you there on Discord.
GoFundMe.
I got a penny.
Yeah.
Sharenda's got to pay to donate too.
I think I don't have any pennies, but I think I got a couple quarters around here.
Oh, you're generous.
Oh, look at you, high spender.
Really.
Wow, high roller.
So, are you now, Sharenda? Are you getting ready to put some loads together for that 6.5 Creedmoor?
Yes, I am. I need to get a new bench so I can mount my stuff to the bench, which I'll probably have that in a couple of weeks. And I'm also eager to get up in a tree in this and target practice.
Oh, you got a tree stand harness?
No.
Oh, it's
Yes.
saddle harness.
I have a saddle.
Oh.
My private spot, I no longer have access to because it was sold. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of public land hunting, and I wanted to be up in the trees. So
Yeah.
Well, that's
a
safe.
bunch of us ladies, because we're like a virus to each other. We'll get one thing and then it just kind of spreads. So it's probably about 4, maybe 6 of us that'll be saddle hunting this season.
Sounds fun.
Yep. So yeah, archery and rifle season. So I got to load up.
Can you saddle hunt with a rifle?
I don't know. I'll find out here in a few weeks.
All right then.
Yeah. I got the saddle. That's as far as it stopped. I'll do the research
How do you get up in the
later.
tree?
Got climbing sticks coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how the saddle thing works.
Yeah. Oh, there'll be some stuff on Instagram for you to chuckle at.
Okay, good. All right, so
What's the title of the show tonight, Mike?
what a girl wants. So
Well,
she
we
wants
have
to hunt
one-
from a
we-
saddle.
Okay.
So we got
So
that.
what I'm specifically looking for, I have basic stuff to get my pistol rounds loaded and my 243. But there is always that one thing that you old timers and OGs forget to share with new reloaders of like frivolous things to buy that aren't frivolous, like the brass rods for squid loads. I'm looking for that kind of information so I can add to what I already have. And I'll even take some suggestions for some expensive stuff too. But I'm just looking for those oddball things that people don't usually think to suggest, like case gauge,
Oh, you should get an FX10
stuff like
then.
that. Oh,
Frankfurt Arsenal FX10.
I'll have to Google that. I don't even know what that is.
That's
It's a,
their progressive press.
yeah.
I'll jot that down. I'll put that over there with the Kragoff.
Yeah.
And the Perazzi.
Yeah, and the Parazzi. So that's the kind of information I'm looking for, you guys. I don't care if it's even something like a $2 plastic piece or something as simple as zip ties. Whatever oddball accessory or necessary accessory you think that people should have on stand or on handby. I'm sorry, on hand or standby. Y'all have no teeth.
And by.
Throw the info at me. I got my notebook ready.
Here's something for you, Sharenda. It's a trigger pull gauge on Amazon.
Ah,
20 bucks. Okay.
it may even be cheaper because it's Prime Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prime Day is kind of a joke.
Yeah. So that's one thing. Sorry about that phone call, guys. They just put my wife back in the hospital. So
Oh,
Do you need to
no.
go?
and I'm now nowhere near her. She's up in Romeoville, and I'm here in Indiana. In Indiana. So just that was just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. Little things. Lens cleaning kit. Okay. You're gonna, you'll need that for your scopes, your binoculars, your sights. Good cleaning rods, and I'm talking. I don't go for the carbon fiber. I go for the Dewey because they're coated and they're steel on the inside, and you buy the male ones because you can do things with them you can't do with the others.
Paul, are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Now, remember when you told me this month, what, last year when I first got the Creedmoor?
Yeah.
I listened to you.
Okay. Good.
I listened to you for once.
Good. Every once in a while, I know something that's going on.
Oh, you
What kind of
always know
desk-
things. I just can't afford them.
What kind of dastardly advice did the man give you that you followed, Sharenda?
To get the Dewey right. Like at the time when I was
Ah.
getting clean and stuff and putting the kid together, I listened to everything. And, here's a rare one, guys. A woman that did as she was told.
My wife's mad at me. I didn't switch the laundry before I got on here.
She needs to beat you.
Yep. Hopefully.
Reloading wise, you know about gauges and everything else, and you're going to buy that. Good gauges. Just good equipment right off, and depending upon how far down the rabbit hole you want to go. I know you're not going to go like I am because you have too many other things going on in your life to make that happen.
Facts. Facts.
So you've already got a really good set of dies
Yeah.
Yep.
for the 6.5.
Yep. Thanks to Mike.
So now, see, you're kind of looking at two different sets of reloading, though. You've got your 243, which you're loading for hunting.
Yep.
And then you've got your 6.5, which you're loading for precision shooting.
Yep.
Because I don't know, maybe you want to haul that 6.5 around in the woods.
I'm not above it.
So
I mean, I'm always down for the try it once.
I don't know how well it would work from your saddle because that's a pretty long gun.
Oh yeah, I won't be using that.
So I did have a kid come in and say he wanted to get one of those for elk hunting in the mountains, going up and down the mountains.
I won't be doing that anytime soon either.
I don't think he realized what was involved in that, and I summarily talked him out of that thought, much to his dad's joy. Because I handed him the Ruger, Ruger Precision, the RPR, and had him hold. Excuse me, had him hold that. And then I handed him a Hell's Canyon, and then a Tika Ultralight. I said, "Now hiking up and down mountains, which one do you want to carry?" He goes, "The last one." I said, "Thought so."
Yeah.
Walking through the snow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've done that quite a few times, and I'm like, yeah.
That's why I don't mind hunting with my air, because my air is actually pretty light. So
I used to fox hunt in the wintertime after big snows with a heavy barrel 22 250. I was a lot younger in those days,
a lot dumber.
and I learned all about snowshoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If you're going to be playing in the snow, and the snow you're going to be playing in is more than 3 inches deep, get yourself some snowshoes.
Oh, see, that's something I didn't think about. I may actually have snowshoes. I need to check the stash.
So Sharenda, Vemjim wants to know: is it small rifle or small rifle primer or large rifle primer? Brass for your 6.5.
For
You're 6'5".
For the need more.
I don't know. I don't know. Not off the top of my head. I need to go check. I think it's small.
Who'd you
Don't
buy
quote
it
me
from?
on that.
Who'd you
Huh?
buy it? Who'd you buy it from?
What, the brass?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I haven't bought any brass yet. I got the brass from the
Loaded ammo.
from the loaded ammo. I had to break
Then
it in.
it's large rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only way you're getting
Yeah.
small rifle is if it's extremely expensive precision loaded ammo for super long distance, or you bought unloaded brass.
Yeah. See,
So-
I haven't bought any groceries yet because I don't have everything set up, and I'm a visual person. I need to see it set up to see what else I need to get, and then
So-
make a list.
Paul Loud 300 Win Mag on the Hell's Canyon and the ultralight. So
Wicked.
He'll enjoy the recoil, but you know what? It's cheap enough. Most of his shots will be offhand.
Even,
maybe he's like Kentucky Ballistics and just like enjoys the abuse.
Yeah.
well, I hunt a lot with the 7 Rem mag, and I think it doesn't. With a good fiberglass stock and a rubber butt plate, it isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Right.
The fiberglass stock absorbs a lot of it. The rubber butt plate does a good job. I've never really noticed the recoil from it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when you're hunting, you don't notice the recoil. You notice the recoil when you're sitting down at the bench and you're shooting off of a bench.
Yep. That's when you notice the recoil. That's when you develop the flinches. It's not when you're out in the wild.
If you can.
That's why you never notice it's loud either when you pull the trigger.
If you can get down on the ground and shoot prone, to do your sighting in and everything else, you'd be much better off than sitting at a bench shooting. Just because of the way most of the time you're shooting out in the wild, either standing up on your hind legs and using a tree or something as a rest, or you're down on the ground with your bipod and you're trying to get over the grass and the ridge, or throw a backpack down and shoot off a backpack. That's the most stable way that I know to shoot a hunting gun is off of a backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Which reminds me, I do need to get window shop packs. I don't need the huge one I have. I don't plan on taking that up in the tree. So I need to window shop those too.
Best advice on the air tonight: always buy primers and powder when you see it.
Don't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this weekend was fun one for me.
Yeah.
I went out and bought 2 pounds of powder at Cabela's.
Shh.
Oh,
What'd you buy?
I was low on 4831 H4831 SC, $52 a bottle.
Hmm.
Cheeks.
Whoa, yeah,
Reloading and shooting recreational sports and hunting is not cheap at all.
go prairie dog hunting. Load up 3,000 rounds of ammo and drag it out with you.
Heck,
I put
Lever Evolution's $40 a pound right
Oh,
now. H1000 is 52.99 a
yep,
pound.
yep.
4350 H4350 is 52.99 a pound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I got a funny for y'all. I got to drive quite a ways away to go hunting this season, and there are 2 bucks and 6 does that bed right in front of my house, like literally right in front of my house.
And we got to get you one of them air rifles then.
Oh my god! And there's some beefy heifers and
Yeah,
bros because they're eating everybody's garden.
sure.
The disrespect.
That's the way it always is. The way it always is.
Get yourself one of those 50 caliber air rifles, Sharenda. High pressure 50 cal,
Yeah.
and then you have
You know
nice
what?
tender venison.
All jokes aside, I live on the corner
Yeah. So,
in a suburban area
so,
with heavy traffic
so.
and Karens and snitches.
Well, that's the problem. You got Karens around there. That's all. Other than that, at night it's they don't hear anything.
Over here.
Yep. Yeah. We we used to go rabbit hunting up and down the streets in Elgin with a station wagon, and you just stick the air rifle out the back seat and whap.
My dad's Silver Streak, I had rigged up on a sling. I had it underneath my shoulder, underneath my trench coat. We'd walk around Burlington in broad daylight.
Looking a little bit of suspicious.
Heck no.
You know what? I just thought about I need to get a sling for the Creedmoor too. I don't
That's
have one for it.
that's not really a rifle you sling.
Yeah, but if I don't feel like carrying it in my hands, I'm not above throwing it across my back to walk it from the car
True.
to where we have to go shoot. It's not like I'm gonna be carrying it through the field, stalking and spotting. I'm just,
No, it's not a rifle. You're gonna do that.
yeah.
That'd be
We all have
hilarious.
lazy days.
But yes, we do.
What you go out and look for is they have these foldable carts, okay, that they make.
I already got one.
Beach cart. Oh, beach cart.
Yeah, I call it the swagger wagon.
Yeah. Well, you
It's
put
got a license plate on it too.
you leave you open it up. You put all your junk inside of it. You put your rifles and everything else in it. You drag it over to the bench and you get yourself set up.
I got one and roll up in the range with it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite a sight to see when you have 4 women roll up 4 wagons deep full of stuff.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. You could go out and get one of them Creedmoor golf carts that they have, on 3 wheels and spend $400, and no, don't like it. But find somebody that's got an old golf cart you can convert into a rifle carrier.
I got a jogging stroller that I'm trying to get around to
Okay.
converting to take it to the sporting clay range.
Talk to Travis. He's got one of those that he's done.
Yeah.
Oh, Travis probably re-wielded his in titanium frame with platinum bulletproof fabric. Okay. What else y'all got for me?
Goodness.
What else? What kind of targets do you shoot at?
Depends on what we're doing, but I always keep a. Hold on, let me go. Let me go grab them. The splatter ones. That's what I was trying to say. I keep a couple different sizes of those at all times.
Birchwood Casey's shoot and see.
Yeah. I got away from those.
How come?
Because the bullet holes don't they show up real fine looking through the scope, but when you go to measure them, they get to be hard to measure. So I kind of got away from those. When political season comes around and elections, start, save the signs that the politicians put out. Well, the reason
That's
is
a good idea.
they're made out of plastic nowadays, okay? And you can take some 3M spray and spray the sign, stick your target on there, and you can also remove it because it's a temporary spray.
Mm-hmm.
You can measure your targets because it makes very nice clean holes in it.
Yep.
So make a note. Steel political yard signs. Gotcha.
Yep.
Corrugated plastic political yard signs.
Mm-hmm.
Redneck CMB on Rumble said cartridge wallet for extra rounds while hunting.
Good idea. Thank you.
And then he said, do what I did, shoot a deer off your grill in your underwear.
Remember, I live on a corner in the suburban area.
Yeah.
No privacy fence.
Ken Brown said paperback cardboard.
Oh, I can save my Amazon boxes for that.
Running with Scissors says, although I hate to promote them, don't forget Midway offers a 2-week birthday discount.
Oh,
Wolf powders and
registering
primers
now.
were 20% off. So
Registering now.
So the reason is Midway heavily supports the NRA, so and still does.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he says that, and I I get it. So I kind of look for other options too, but hey.
Give that man a star. Do not steal political roadshows.
Since when did Paul get morals?
Listen to the context of what he said.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I love it, Paul.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't see that. My monitor is covering half the message, so I didn't see the volunteers put them out part.
Give that man a star.
Mm-hmm.
I like using these bench rest targets for shooting because I got one gives me a sighter and then it gives me 5 targets for record. Then
Where do you get those from?
I got these from Sinclair.
Sinclair? Okay.
Yeah. And they're 100-yard bench rest targets. And yeah, they're a nice little. And they have nice squares on there because that way you can put the crosshairs on one corner.
What does that say? If you don't pick them up in 24 hours after the election are fair game.
Yeah.
A lot of times after the elections, you could go around and ask people, and they'll give them to you.
Yeah. I like to take them before the election. I take my, my midnight jog, Yeah.
If y'all see me jogging at midnight, trust me, I am not taking signs. I'm running from something or running to it.
If you see me
Maybe that
jogging,
deer
then
across.
if you see me going anything faster than walk, that means there's something behind me that I couldn't shoot and kill.
What other oddball items you guys got?
How about three-corner stool? Folding three-corner stool.
Have
Camp
that
stool.
already. Have it.
There you go.
I have a problem with chairs. They're like handbags.
You're damn right. We just got another one at Cabela's that I want to buy now. Damn it.
There's
We had
one
those-
at Target that I want to buy now.
We had for a couple of weeks, we had those really nice, comfy ones that were all like really fluffy around.
Hmm.
But I purposely did not buy one. First off, they don't have any armrests. Second, I'd have fell asleep in a minute. Just
I want one of those that have the table built into it that pops up, but they now make one that folds down smaller for easier packing.
Yeah.
Do I need it? No. Do I want it?
hell yeah.
Yes. Am I going to get it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, we had some real larcenous rascals in the gallery tonight.
You know, I'm seriously, when election time comes up, I'm going to call their offices and ask them if I can, they need somebody to go pick up their signs, because that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that stuff they make those signs out of, it ain't cheap.
No,
Mhm.
it's not. It is not. And I'm going to tell you, one can of 3M goes a long, long way. So,
An old child walker also works. Jim, I don't know. Well, are you talking about the
Jogger.
little?
Yeah, the little joggers.
Oh, okay. Can y'all
Like a
tell I don't have
stroller.
no kids?
Like a stroller.
Okay. Oh, I have one of those. I have the jogger one because it's the bigger all-terrain wheels.
Uh-huh.
Ken Brown, I don't have an electric scooter. So, no.
They don't work very well unless you get the really advanced ones, and those are expensive.
I got, I get my wristband that keeps track of how many paces I do a day, and the doctor says I have to get 8,000, and that's a job and a half to do that. So,
I only got 11,000 in for the day.
yeah.
So, anyway, Jim Rawls in the chat said, easy to make homemade shoot and see targets, high vis crepe paper, covered with clear packing tape, spray paint. Good kids project, cheap and easy. So.
Oh, you mean to tell me I could pay the neighborhood kids to make those for me? Because they're always hustling for something.
Yep.
Let me
So.
screenshot this.
Redneck CMB said drag bag with straps for hunting.
Oh, I have that. Well,
Yep.
I don't have the bag. I have this this tarp that I carry.
Yeah.
With some foam hooks that folds up nicely.
Thumb Gem said mag loaders for pistol and rifle.
Got one for pistol. I got one for the 22. I did not think of one for rifle, and I lost my pen. There we go. Okay. Thank you. There's quite a few things I didn't think about on here.
You travel by air?
Yes, I do.
Pelican case.
Got 3.
You got 3? Okay.
Yes, I'm working on a 4th because I need one that will also carry my bow and a shotgun when I travel.
Well, the nice thing is you can get a bow case and break your shotgun down in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is, no matter which direction I go, it's
Uh-huh.
Yep.
300 bucks. Yeah,
So,
yeah. The
Yeah.
kicker is taking the longest shotgun with me and seeing if it'll fit.
Breaking it down. Split it in half.
Yeah, but it's a lot more entertaining when you take it to the store assembled.
Ah,
Hey guys,
yeah.
bear with me 1 second. A friend of mine from Guyana just came on the show. I highlighted his comment. Dubé Due North. Welcome, son. Welcome.
welcome.
Hello.
Hi
All
there.
the way from Guyana, South America.
Nice.
That's what he said. Thank you, Dubé. Thank you for coming along.
So that
Thanks for
means
joining. You're welcome on.
Jim's gonna pretend to behave since he has a guest in the
Did you tell him? You tell him next time he comes on the show, he's supposed to supply the pizza and beer for us.
There you go, Dubé.
background.
Haven't cracked that bottle of 8 year yet, Dubé. Don't worry though. It's coming.
Ooh,
Give that boy a star.
there you go. So,
Thanks for coming on, Dubé.
You know, so far the coolest thing that I've heard about tonight is these darn political signs.
I can't believe you've never heard that before.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Now, obviously, if if you belong to a range where they have the shooting things already, then you need to, abide by the rules, and you just put that up, staple it up to the backing.
Right.
So, but
You can prep a whole bunch of targets before you even get to the range.
yep.
And just go out there, staple up the political signs, shoot, pull it down, take a picture of everything you got. What's the program now that's out there where you can just take a picture of it?
Tom
Every
uses
target?
it.
Yeah.
Thomas Peterson uses it, so we'll have to wait for him to answer. Yeah, there's actually a app for your phone that you can actually
Right.
take a picture of your grouping. It'll measure it out for you.
Ballistic
Oh.
X.
Is it?
That's
Ballistic
one I
X?
use.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
an
Download that.
older one that's called On Target PC, and but it requires you to scan in the picture, which isn't so bad. I have a portable scanner for my laptop, so I just can throw it on there, scan it, and doesn't take any.
Oh, I know something I haven't got around to. What are you guys' thoughts on kestrels or recommendations
No.
for a starter? No? Okay.
Get a weather meter.
Weather meter?
Yep. They're
What's the
$80.
difference?
They're a little fan. Oh, where is mine?
Kestrel is going to be more popular because we're more well known and have more apps to work to your phone. Sharenda.
My phone is garbage anyway. If I put one more thing on it,
You know what I'm saying. Paul's
What, you
got
got an old iPhone?
Yeah. Yeah, I got an iPhone 10, and they're doing that thing where they're slowly degrading my signal. Like, I don't even get G anything. I'm on LTE service now because they want me to upgrade.
Yeah, the old sport. There you go.
This is a weather meter. Okay, it plugs into your phone. You can use the weather portion of it with weather meter, or you can use it with a number of ballistic apps that you probably already have. What do
Is
you have?
that USB I don't have any ballistic apps right now.
You don't have a ballistic app?
Nope, not yet. Well, I may be lying. Hold on. See, I need to upgrade my phone. So
Streetlock Pro is probably one of the best ones to start.
Yeah,
That-
the only problem with that is the Ukrainians are. I believe Strelok himself is Ukrainian. Either that or Russian, but Google pulled it off Google Play.
Really?
Yeah, I can't get
I
mine
haven't been on
updated.
it so long.
what's it called?
Streetlock Pro.
Streetlock
Pro.
Pro.
I have both Streetlock Pro, Streetlock Plus. I can't get either ones. Can't get supported with either one.
See, look, my phone is thinking about if it even wants
Yep,
to pull
not
it
on
up.
there. That's weird.
Paul, what's the name? What's the brand name on that weather meter?
Weather meter.
Oh, must not
Got
be
You
them.
can
available on
also,
Amazon. then.
Applied Ballistics has got their own one now.
Weather flow, excuse me. Weather flow.
Okay. Let's pull this up.
And private chat.
Okay, so it's a Bluetooth
Yeah.
smartphone meter. Okay.
And
They have two different models, Paul. They
the
have one.
tactical one.
Okay.
They're more money now. I paid 80 for mine.
So the tactical one looks to be $100.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Makita makes a powered wagon. Oh, Jim, you got me spending money.
So, wind speed and direction, barometric pressure, temperature, humidity, wind chill, heat index, and dew point, density, altitude, and works both ballistics arc, and Streetlock Pro.
right.
So, I'll check and see. I think there was a backdoor to get Streetlock if you didn't have it.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, it's cheap. It does everything you want it one to do, and it doesn't cost what's a Kestrel ballistic one now.
Okay.
You know, $300, $400.
$300-400, and they
Yeah.
go up from there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look into that one for sure. The beer. That's definitely a beer budget.
Well, that's I find that I can use this. I have a Kestrel weather vane that I plug this into, and so I think I spent more on the Kestrel weather vane than I did on the weather meter. So I can put it on a tripod and set it up when I'm prairie dog shooting, and I can get my wind and everything else and my weather and everything. So yeah, it's pretty handy.
Okay. It's definitely a good price for just getting started learning how to read and use it. So
Yeah.
I'd rather spend 90 than spend 3, 4 plus.
Yeah. I worked with Bench Addict through his Kestrel Pro that he's got with the ballistic, and it was just might as well just break the manual out and spend the 2 days trying to learn how to use it.
And my life is definitely not set up for that right now.
Right. Whereas with Streetlock Pro, you plug it in, it picks it up, it reads the wind, and it does everything for you.
Okay.
Now, I haven't run it with ballistic arc, but
Yet.
Streetlock, we'll see. I have Streetlock Pro on my on mine, so
Folks, if you don't mind, I'm going to call it a night.
Sir, you have a good one.
Yep, get you some rest, Jim.
Yep. It's good
Good
to be
night,
back.
Jim.
It's good to be back, people. Thank you for the welcome.
Yep. Now, Jim, I need your address so I can send you your dime so you can you can prove that you shoot dime-sized groups all the time.
That's
Thanks,
funny.
Paul. Love you too, buddy. All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Ooh, Swarovski's got their own ballistics app.
Oh yeah, they all have.
Is it free?
Lapua has their ballistics app. Hornady has theirs. I mean, everybody and their brother has a ballistic app nowadays. So
Oh, nothing. I got primers last week they were the CCI number 34s, the large rifle, like the 7.62 ones, for right $80 a thousand, which I didn't think was terrible.
no, that's not bad.
So my buddy, I was actually at the Shields back home there in Springfield, and we were down on the way to South Carolina. He texted me, he's like, "Hey, I got the he just got reloading about year and a half ago, and he didn't have much. He's like, I just got the deal of the day." I'm like, okay, what'd you get? I got these 3CI number 34s, shelves at $125, rang up $80. I'm like, can you go get me 2 bricks? It's like, I'll send you the money right now. So
No kidding.
That's another interesting thing. Since hanging out with you guys, all my recreational shooting sports and hunting activities, when we're talking, they all sound like drug deals.
Yeah, so there's a website that you can get it for Android.
it's like there's gotta be like Strelok was always one of the better ones I always liked.
Oh, wait a minute. You can get it in the Huawei app gallery and the Samsung Galaxy store, but you can't get it from Google Play.
Google Play.
That's
Good
fine.
thing I have the Samsung Galaxy App Store.
Yep.
I'll probably just delete the old version I had and get the new version.
So I already have Ballistic Arc installed. That's funny. But when you go to look for it in the Google Play Store, it's under
Games, right?
no. When you search for Ballistic Arc, it's not named Ballistic Arc. It's actually Geoballistics now.
Ah, okay.
So. But I have actually both on here. So I have Strelok too. Because I had it before they banned it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's updated it lately. So not that there's really much to update to it because it just works. So. But.
Yeah, Bama Dad, if you're looking for tool heads for your Dillon 750, look at Armanoff tool heads. That you can lock down, and they sell a die ring that actually has a screw that goes into it that holds it on. But it gives you a little bit of play when you're loading rifle rounds, which is nice. Helps maintain alignment, but won't move.
So we had 2 people over in Rumble tonight. Thomas Peterson was over there for a little while, and then Redneck CMB, which is Chris. He's on the Signal group. Chris Brannon, and then also in MeWe. So, We'd like to get more over in Rumble, but if you're opposed to YouTube, that's a good place to go. So Rumble's actually pretty decent. So, and we do live stream it over in Rumble too. So, but so, power grids fail. You got to be prepared. One of the ways to prepare is with 4 Patriots generator. They are electric. They're solar powered. So
Yeah, tell me about it. I went through a 4 days without power just last week, just a week and a half ago, guys. So
Yeah, friends of ours had no power for a week.
Yeah.
Back home. So that same derecho that came through for you, Paul.
Yep. 90-mile-an-hour winds took trees down, snapped them like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I think we had 100. There were spots 109 and 113. They got wind readings back home.
Yeah. So Patriot Power generator 2000X. It's solar powered, so you can always keep it charged. Keep your you can use it inside or out. It's portable, unlike a gas generator. Unless you get one of the little Honda ones, they're not very portable.
Not only that, but you can't run them inside the house, and you got to be bringing them inside, at night and everything else, so somebody doesn't
steal
walk
it
off with it.
Yep. So, yeah, check them out, 4patriots.com. They've also got some Amazon Prime deals if you're checking this out live. So.
Oh, really?
Yep. So the generator looks like. So the 2000X is $500 off. So, they've also got a smaller generator, just for certain things, but it's one of those things you plan for the best. You plan for the worst, hope for the best. So you hope you never need it. They've also got their survival food, everything from a 72-hour kit to a 1-year kit to build your own to just pick and choose. They've got entrees, they've got sides, they've got breakfast, they've got coffee, they got food bundles. They've got just meat and protein ones. They've got water purification stuff. They've got a camp stove. They've got a little solar powered cooler. They've got fire starters. They've got a bug out solar lantern. They've got a compact rechargeable fan. So all sorts of different things. Check them out. First purchase, use code FRN and you get 10% off. So, but check them out. So.
Definitely.
Yep. And our other sponsor, Patriot Patch Company. I have in my hot little hands the brand new patch of the month. By the way, in case you're wondering why I look like a raccoon, Sunday night we went and watched the water ski show staring directly into the sun for 2 hours. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So good show though. Rock Aqua Jays down in Janesville. But here is your patch of the month for July, if I can hold it straight. So they make a patch, they make a vinyl
sticker too.
And then you get Ryan's rough draft drawing. So it's kind of fun to compare the rough draft drawing with the final verdict and see if they change stuff. So, but yeah, that's the July 2023 patch of the month. You can go to patriotpatch.co and join up there. Or if you want to support the podcast at the same time, you can go over to Patreon and find Reloading Podcast on Patreon, and we have a Patriot Patch Company or Patriot Patch of the Month level. So you can support them and support us at the same time. But just grateful for the sponsorship. Jake and Ryan have been longtime sponsors of the show. So appreciate that relationship. Also appreciate For Patriots. They're new to the program, but great stuff. So, and the food's actually tasty. It's not like some of those survival foods where you want to put salt, pepper, Lowry's, hot sauce, cook it in beer, that type of thing. So
You got to have one of these all the time. Doesn't matter.
I like Cholula.
Yeah, well, I was in the military. This was a survival food.
Well, that's because you had that type of survival food that you needed it.
Paul, I have a keychain one. It's got a little protective rubber casing. The little mini one's about that big.
So instead of hand sanitizer, you got hot sauce. Well,
Yeah.
Yep. Look, I just
Works the same.
That's
like,
right.
if I didn't carry hot sauce, my card would definitely be revoked.
Mm-hmm.
Need a
Yes,
little
it would.
salt? Use some hot sauce. It don't have no flavor? Use some hot sauce. It's just nasty. Just probably throw that away. Don't waste the hot sauce on it.
So, all right. So let's see here. Sharenda,
Yes.
the basics for reloading: dies, press, a scale of some sort, way to seat your primers somehow. I'd get that Frankfurt Arsenal one. That one's pretty slick, and one of the favorite features that I like about it, you can actually literally adjust your seating depth. Now, it's not as fancy as Primal Rights, where you're getting down into the thousandths and 10,000ths of an inch, but it definitely you can definitely set so it's got a consistent seating depth. So
Okay. I'm gonna check and make sure I don't have one. I have a couple different primer tools.
I had one and gave it away, and now I've got to get another one. So, but
I'm gonna check my stash. I know I got our RCBS
throw that one away.
Hornady. Yeah, I don't like the Hornady one.
You don't have the Hornady anymore. You sent it to me.
Oh my gosh! How about I had two?
Did you?
Don't
have
ask me. Don't ask me where the second one came from.
Oh my goodness!
Found a box, and it had some extra reload and stuff in it. It was like freaking score, and then I was like, "Why the hell do I have this?"
You know what you get for that?
Yeah, really. You got to use their shell holder for the Hornady.
Oh my goodness!
You know what it's gonna be? It's gonna go to our Women's Go Wild weekend.
Don't do that to them.
Our swap exchange.
No, don't do that to them. Don't do that to them. Just throw that damn thing in the garbage.
I mean, I don't like talking bad about. Yeah, I do. I didn't like it, and that was when I was first getting started. I was like, nope, don't want this one.
I have it here. I had you send it to me.
Yes.
So I have it here to show people why it sucks.
We should do an episode on that.
Well, let me get the Frankfurt Arsenal again.
Okay.
And then we'll sit down and do an episode.
If you have the RCBS hand primer, call RCBS up and ask them for their longer priming rods. Their rods are too short to begin with.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to check that because the one that I have is technically not mine. It's Wilderness, and I haven't opened it. And they sent a box full of stuff. So I need to open it.
Oh, yeah. You need to get that stuff ready and get that done.
Well,
yeah. That's why I got to get a bench. Unfortunately, nobody donated that to Wilderness.
So is it your bench wobbles or what?
Yeah, it's the cheap $50 one from Harbor Freight.
Okay.
Um, let me just say this: when I bought that, it was before I started reloading, so I didn't know any better. I'm gonna go back and get that $150 one when it's on sale. If not, it's supposedly regularly 200, but don't get that $50
Yeah.
bench to reload on.
Nope.
It's too light. It warps easily. It's
Yep.
no. You know what I'm gonna use it for? Cleaning my guns.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Um,
yeah.
what was it? So you belong to Sam's Club?
I used to belong to Sam's Club. My membership expired last week, so I got to renew that.
Um, look up Seville.
Seville.
Seville. They make a 4-foot bench with a LED light and uh, a pegboard back on a 2-inch thick uh, wood counter and adjustable legs so you can level it. It weighs a ton, and it's a good bench.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Okay. Yeah, it is pretty reasonable at Sam's Club.
Yeah, everybody else wants like $500 for it, but I think Sam's Club
Yeah.
is like 200.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh, which by the way, the bench I'm telling you guys not to get is the Yukon 48-inch workbench.
yeah,
That one,
Don't
Paul?
waste your time on that one.
yes, that's it.
Amazon 315.
Right,
It's
But
cheaper at Sam's though.
right.
Right.
That is
Yeah, it's 224 at Sam's Club.
a very well built bench. It's got a drawer in it and everything. And if you use uh, a mount, like
I want that rolling workbench.
oh yeah, those are nice, aren't they?
Oh yeah.
The only problem is you have to assemble them, and there are so many pieces to them. You'll be there for a weekend putting that rolling workbench together.
You know, Paul, I'm pretty much at that stage now in my life where it's like I could do it, but I don't want to.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm going to have somebody else put it together. And guess what?
Hey,
I have
Sharp
no
finally
damn
woke up.
shame.
Sharp finally woke up.
What the hell? Sharp. I don't even know what the hell that is.
You don't know what that is?
No.
Obviously, you've never paid attention to any of the times that Robin Sharpless has been on.
No,
That's a
Was I caffeinated?
maybe
no, it's an actual
cartridge.
anti-personnel cartridge.
Oh.
Okay.
Have you ever seen Shooter with Mark Wahlberg, Sharenda?
Shooter. The
Yeah,
movie?
I have.
The hand rifle that he's always shooting, and the one that he's at the end where he's like pointing at the senator, or what's it? Whatever his name. That's 375 Shy-Tech.
Okay.
That company, Shy-Tech, I think International or something like that. Or,
Yeah. They make 2 calibers of anti-personnel.
That damn thing's $12,000.
475 and 404.
Right.
Yeah. I'll hard pass on that one.
Yeah, we can compete with ELR with those.
You know, but if I had $12,000 to blow, y'all know what I would buy? A teardrop camper.
Not the Parazzi.
I swear to God, you
No.
buy a teardrop clamper, I'll slap you.
Yeah. Not the
Prepare
not
to slap
Parazzi.
me. I could park that in my yard.
I don't care. They're a freaking waste of space.
Get your rooftop. You
Oh,
got
what?
a Jeep, Sharenda.
No
Get
thanks.
your rooftop.
I don't want to climb off the top of the Jeep to go take a piss in the middle of the night.
Have you ever actually compared a teardrop camper to everything else?
Yeah, I
The only
climbed in a
thing you can do
teardrop
in a
and I climbed
teardrop
in a
is
Coleman.
the only thing you can do is sleep in it. That's it.
They have little micro bathrooms. I fit in it. I had to suck me in a little bit, but
No, it's stupid. Don't do it.
okay. What about leveled up? Get a Coleman, the little
Right.
smaller one. Fine.
Camping World, even though I hate them, because I've seen it there, they've got a Coleman 16 foot or 18 foot that you could pull behind most vehicles for like 16 grand.
I looked at a used one. It was about 10. I could easily fit 5 of us in there comfortably.
There you go.
Like I wasn't above it. I was like, huh.
Heat and AC, and away you go.
Yeah.
Look, I'm like right here, Sharenda. I can buy this one. This guy here in KC has a Smitty built rooftop tent, overlanding tent for $700.
Nick,
All I need is
Nick. I am chubby. I am 46 years old, and I have to pee a lot. I am not climbing off the top of a car in the pitch black of the middle of the night in the woods to go pee. It just ain't happening. That's an accident right there. Break ankle before season even starts. Yeah, no. I don't have that kind of energy, Nick. Two things I would never do: sleep on the roof and sleep on the ground. Well, no, I'll take that back. I might sleep on the ground. Given a choice, I'm glamping. That's just what it is.
Right. So.
Night, Chris, yo, faker.
He's allegedly in Denver for training.
Right. This sounds like someone needs a catheter. Or maybe I just need to stop drinking 4 cups of coffee before I go to bed.
That too.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, I got 3 pages of notes here.
Good.
Yeah.
Y'all got anything else for me that y'all didn't think?
Oh
of?
yeah, I mean we could go on and on and on and on. So
The camper that I recommend, because you want to go kind of off road and everything else, is the Black Series. So look up Black
what?
Series. Black
Black
Series
Series
camper. Yeah.
why do I get the feeling this is going to be ridiculously expensive?
Right. Probably the cost of a small home. Oh hell no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a no on that one. Not even a hard no. That's a don't even put it on the wish list. No.
Why?
Paul, the cheapest one I'm looking at is $35,000.
Yeah.
$97,000.
That's the most expensive one. Yeah.
Good Lord. I'm good on that.
Yeah, but they, they're off-road suspension. They're all super insulated. They're all,
I'm not going all the way
Sharenda.
off road.
Sharenda, they got a deal right now.
Who's got a deal?
Black Series RV. Trade in your old Black Series trailer. Oh, your old Black Series trailer. No,
yeah,
right?
no.
The closest I have to that is I'm black, and there's a series of things that I want. You think they'll let me trade that in?
You can try to trade them in.
I come home with that. I think everybody would even disown me, even people I'm not even related to.
Oh.
Wow. That is a serious chunk of.
That's a lot of chunk of money.
So, yeah, no thanks.
Like, it would have been cool if I would have been able to buy one. We're going frogging next week. I could have took it on a test run. Let me rephrase that. They're going frogging. I'm going there to sip iced coffee with my feet up in the chair and chuckle.
Now that's comedy.
Yeah, I would want to, but the ideal of still having a swollen jaw and nose and out in the heat and humidity, chasing some slimy toads.
Yeah, no thanks. No frogging for me.
Yeah, I'll be there for moral support.
That's right.
And I can't eat them anyway because I don't have damn teeth.
That's right. So
Frogging was always fun. The only
I'll
time
do it.
the only time it wasn't fun was frogging in Florida. You don't know what eyes are looking at you.
nope.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever want to do that down there.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to worry about whether it's a nope rope or a bullfrog or a gator.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
No.
not about that life.
Nope. No thanks. I'll pass. So
A couple dozen bullfrogs, they're good eating.
that's too much work.
I'm not sure if they're using what do they call them? I keep calling them tritons, and they keep
Gig.
telling me they're gigs, but I think tritons sound so much more cooler. I don't
Well,
know if they
that's
have
what
to
it
catch
is.
them by hand or if they're
Well,
using.
see, that is what the
Yeah.
correct term for that is, but however, it's rednecked for gigging.
Yeah.
That's a gig. You're going out gigging frogs.
Yeah, I usually tell people it's whatever the hell I want to call it. Shut up.
That's right.
I
Slap 'em around.
I found that I'm really lazy because what I do is I go out and get a good bamboo pole, about 12 foot or so, about 3 foot of line on it, and put a hook with some feathers on it, and just stick it in front of them. They bite it, bring them in. That's it.
I would have never even.
You didn't know you could do that?
Let me talk this. I ain't never been frogging.
Well, that's the best way to do it.
Bamboo sticks and feather.
Bamboo,
roll.
what was it?
Cane pole.
Yeah, cane pole. $12, $13 for a bamboo cane pole. I mean,
And they'll
Geez.
handle the weight because they're designed for
Yeah.
panfish.
And you just 3 foot. All you need is 3 foot of line on there. You don't need anything more than that. It don't even matter how strong the line. Stronger the better. You just tie a hook on there, put a couple of feathers around it, and stick it in front of their nose. They'll grab it.
You buy one of those feather jigs.
Yeah.
They work too.
Huh. Okay.
That's what I always use because I was lazy
Yeah.
and I didn't want to tie feathers onto a hook. So, but yeah,
Okay. Well, I have to try that one
I
day.
figured that out when I was out jigging for panfish one day. That's how I figured it out.
Crappie fishermen do that a lot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
We were in a small river and I was just using cane pole and because I didn't feel like because I was having a lazy day and I didn't want to cast and reel. I was just going to walk along the bank because where we were at, I had access to the whole bank. The advantage of helping out farmers in the summer.
And you just walk along with put the
Cane
pole
pole?
cane pole in front of you, and just
Put a worm on it, jig it a little bit, nothing bites.
Yep.
Keep going.
And when you see
And they're cheap.
No panfish that day. No panfish that day.
No bullfrog.
4 frogs and catch and release on 3 browns and a beautiful rainbow.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
these
You
are
can-
like $5 at Academy, and I already had.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me these. Hold on.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me a couple of these. Where's the thing?
Those are survival fishing things.
That's what they have paired with this bamboo rod at Academy. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what it's supposed to go with. I already got like 14 of these.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do not use a tree branch. They don't hold up.
No, bamboo does though, and that's like I say, they're cheap. $12 is the most I think I've ever paid for one, and
Well, I might have to try this.
I got a couple of them out in the garage.
Well, that's not doing me any good. Way here in KC.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
Yeah. You're going frogging. That's the way to frog. You let all them other
Well,
ones try to sit there and jab a frog.
Get down, yeah, because they got to get down. Remember, they got to get down in the muck,
Right.
yeah.
and then they got to get the frog after they gig it,
Right.
Mm,
and then they got to pull the fork back through it.
Yeah.
Whereas you just do
Unhook it.
keep your feet nice and dry.
yeah, I may just be watching that from the bank with my iced coffee and the GoPro cam.
Yeah, you can do that, but you can sit along the bank and you can do the same thing. The frogs will come up around. They're on the bank anyway.
Put the GoPro on the chest rig, and away you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep. So maybe I have some interesting pictures for y'all to chuckle at next week.
Awesome. Nick, you excited?
You're on mute.
About what?
This
The
weekend?
move.
It's gonna be a long rest of the week.
Yes. But are you excited?
I am. I'm excited to get in the new house and get going on projects.
There you
Is
go.
this stuff here in storage, or you got to drive? back
No, it's
up?
in storage. It's over here off K7, so it's only like 10 minutes from the house.
That's not bad.
So,
Oh.
like tomorrow's probably the plan is basically work on totes and then get beds in, and then just all the other totes that are in the storage unit. Nothing. I'm not going to work super hard tomorrow because I got to go get the rest of my utilities hooked up at the city hall and some of the other
Got a
stuff.
coffee
but-
pot?
Hmm?
You got a coffee pot?
No,
You don't drink coffee?
no.
I'm gonna get you a 4-cupper because I can't come and work at your place without a coffee pot. That's my housewarming gift to you: a 4-cupper and a coffee stash, and it will live in your cabinet for of coffee drinkers.
I'll probably get like a Keurig or something.
Hey,
Oh,
Sharenda.
can you get an adult coffee maker, please?
Sharenda,
Yes,
I need a bean grinder.
you do.
Find me a recommendation and send it to me.
Bet I got one right now.
All right.
Wait, let me make sure it still exists.
Just put it in the podcast chat.
Bet.
No, but Saturday is gonna be the busy day, the hard day because I gotta go to the Olathe Gun Stock Shore first thing in the morning early, and I got buddies coming over from work to help me at 10. We're gonna move the safe and then all my dressers, all the heavy stuff.
Yeah,
That's where it's gonna. I'm paying them beer and pizza. Hey, it's the cheapest way to do it.
that's right. If you don't have friends that will help you move with beer and pizza, you need better friends.
Exactly.
So,
Yep.
But no, yeah, you'll see me from a new location next week. So
yay!
Hey.
Congratulations.
thank
He
you.
said,
And
"I'm
then
gonna buy a
hopefully,
Keurig."
hopefully a couple months, I'll have the bench and everything built downstairs, and we'll actually have a nice studio down there, and
Nice.
I'll have a computer set up there, so I'll be able to just go over to the
Make
bench.
sure you take good notes on that bench because I'm gonna have to copy that. I need you to
Okay.
have the specs perfected.
Sounds good. Well, I've already built one bench, but I left that one, so I should be able to figure it out, no problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about that one that you dropped us a
The ammo
picture
can?
of.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm going to do that still because I got to.
God dang
Ammo,
it.
ammo cans are not; those are not easy to find right now.
Mm-mm.
And if when you find them, they want, of course, like $30, but nobody local has them. And the
Yeah.
only place that has them is like Omaha Surplus down in Texas, and they want like $500 to ship them. Like, no,
Speaking of ammo cans and stuff, though, Cabela's has got their plastic ammo cans. They have a 3-package deal for $25 right now. It's one of their plastic 30s inside their plastic 50 inside a larger, slightly larger than. So if somebody's looking for them, but I am jealous that you have a Dickies.
Who?
Dickies.
Oh,
Isn't that what that cup's from, Nick?
no, this is which.
Oh, that's which? Never mind.
Yeah, it's over by you. You have it there.
Yeah, I know we do.
You
It's
got a
actually
hard,
it's literally right next to where you work. I
Yes,
think.
it is. Yes, it is.
So I've ate that one before.
Yep.
you got a Harbor Freight by you?
Mhm.
Yeah, $16.99 for a 50 caliber ammo can.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I won't pay that.
Okay.
I remember the days of $10.
Well, I know. I'm just saying,
Six,
they're brand new. They're
$6.
they're brand new. They're not.
Well, I'm wanting the 20 and 40 millimeter ones.
Oh,
I'm wanting the deep ones because I'm gonna make drawers out of them. So that's where I'm running into, and
yeah.
it's a cool idea. I would love to do it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still debating.
I
We're just gonna be debating how we're gonna do it.
I use the 30 millimeters cans to hold powder
Hmm.
because they're the only ones that are tall enough, wide enough to do it. The 40s are too narrow.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
I have a cool idea what I'm gonna do on the bench. I don't know if Sharenda, if you were with us at the Real Avid booth or not this last year, and I don't know if they had it the year before, Mike. But Real Avid makes this little bracket that has these bendable, extendable arms that snaps into it.
Uh-huh.
I don't
And
remember that one, so I may not have been there.
doing it because I would love to have it where it's like right next to a press if I'm recording a video, but I want to make it where I can make it run it along the whole, at least another 3 or 4 feet if you can run it along there in case I need to record something at a press. But then again, I have an area I want to work on showing a gun or something, and
Yeah.
way less counter space I'm taking out that way. So I'm debating
Yep.
on things. And
Yep. So, alrighty, gang. Well, let's wrap this up. So, thanks to everybody in the chat that joined in. Thanks to everybody that joined us tonight. Sharenda, if you got more questions, write them down and we'll cover them. So,
Will do.
next week, I'm not sure. We'll have to come up with something. I don't know if I'm going to be joining or not. Next week's Fair Week.
Okay.
So Tuesday is project check-in and judging. So depending on what time the judging is done, I might be able to, I might not. So, but if what I'll do with Paul is I'll just set it up earlier in the day.
Uh-huh.
So then it's all good to go for you guys.
Yep. Not a problem.
But so yeah, I don't know if I'll be here or not. We'll figure out something to talk about. But anybody got any shout outs?
No.
Hey Sharenda,
Yes.
who was that spotting scope you were looking through?
Alpin Optics. I got a nice little package from them because they must be crazy. They invited me to be one of their field pro staffers.
Nice.
There you go.
So got some more products to play around with, and if you follow my Instagram, you can already see I'm corrupting people and making them use my stuff.
Yep.
Because I think there's nothing better than having the accessibility to try out stuff in the outdoors versus looking at it online or looking at it inside of a store. It's not the same.
Yep. So yeah, fluorescent lights do funny things to optics and make them look better than they're supposed to, and then makes them look worse than they're supposed to. So
Yeah, I had to call them today and was like, I didn't know what to expect with this, but I have to say I'm a little bit impressed.
that's a good thing. So
Yeah, there'll be definitely lots of my opinions, at least on Instagram and Facebook.
sweet.
That's all that matters.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
that matters.
Anything to get me outdoors, I'm for it.
Yep.
There you go.
We're trying to figure out how we're going to get it up, just for grins and giggles. Like, if I wanted to take this up in the saddle and set it up some kind of way. Don't ask. I know it's not necessary to take it up, but, why not?
Really? Well, you can get a tree branch.
Why
Tree
not?
branch mount.
Yeah. Try it out. Why not?
Tree branch mount. There you go.
So, coming near you, middle-aged women.
Yeah.
In a saddle.
That's awesome.
In a tree. Because we're nuts.
There you go.
Or be smart. Drive the pickup truck or the Jeep with a window mount, so you can stick the gun out the window.
Oh, Paul, I may already have those too.
Okay.
Just make sure it's legal in your state.
It's not. I got one for the spot and scope, but I'm not disabled, so I won't be able to do that.
I got a placard.
I mean, you have legit excuse to be able to do that legally. I don't.
Yep. So, all right, gang.
All right.
On that note, keep your brass shiny.
Jump on the mill short bus.
Teach a lady to reload and just let her pinch a few things out your reloading room and your stash. You're not going to use all of it. Pass the love on.
Grandpa told me not to listen to my mama. He says violence does solve problems.
And remember to support Second Amendment. Whoever you choose, local groups, national groups, or whatever the case may be, talking to your Congress critters and your local elected representatives. Just make sure you're supporting it, because we need to keep fighting for it. Just because the Supreme Court made another decision doesn't mean squat. So, and if you're struggling, 988 on a cell phone or 1-800-273-8255. Reach out. They're trained professionals. They'll direct you to the help that you need. It's a sign of strength to ask for help, not a sign of weakness. So we want you around. We want to keep you around. So make sure you're getting the help.
For sure.
Good night, all.